Infinity Games Podcast.
You want to give us like an actual intro?
Oh, do I? What episode are we on? 37?
Level.
Level 37.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the Infinity Games Podcast, level 37. I'm KelryxsKing.
And I'm Jukeboxhero.
Jukebox is doing a thing with a PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the videos because we were going to talk about the Smash Direct, but Kelryx hasn't actually seen it because he was at work. He just knows the things.
My bad, I'm a pleb. Twitter is my savior. Fun fact, super random, was on YouTube, and I have like lots of Watch Mojo stuff, and I literally only watch their stuff when it's video games or anime related, essentially.
Yeah, same.
Because, I mean, that's all I give a shit about. So, I was like scrolling at random, and it was top 10 Starbomb music videos, and I was like, they've made
all
it.
of them?
All of them. I was like, it's not a top 10, it's just which ones are best to worst. Okay, play the thing. I need to see my boy. I need to see my boy. So, just to lead off with this, when Jukebox and I did our Smash predictions, I said Simon Belmont. Because he's the same as Ridley. People have wanted Simon in fucking Smash since, I think, like, Melee. Pretty much. Because, like, I don't know.
Since they realized there was going to be sequels and there was hope.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, to me, it blows my friggin' mind. Why didn't I just curse? I work with a religious guy at work. He doesn't say fuck. It really throws me off sometimes.
Yeah, when I was playing board games with the boss yesterday, I was like, oh man, I fucked up. And they're like, we don't use that language here. I'm like, oh man, I donked up.
Jump up, superstar. So it just blows my fucking mind that, like, I'm gonna throw some shade here. And Jukebox even might get mad at me.
We're in the same room this time, which is why it might sound a little bit weird and echoey. But
so
I'm in punching distance.
exactly. So I need to watch what I say because I'm not 20 minutes away anymore. But I don't understand how it took this long for Simon Belmont to be put into Smash Bros. When we've had characters like Ness and Samus. Because, like, the Metroid series is big. It's really big. Castlevania is bigger. In my opinion.
I'd say they're comparable as far as like numbers go.
This is fair,
but
yes.
The difference is Nintendo first party, third party.
Touche. And I mean, NES is kind of a low blow because they just like threw NES in there because, again, Nintendo first party, and they were like, hey, we're going to throw this thing at you because people liked Earthbound.
You know, a big part of it was actually probably because Iwata, he helped a lot with the coding of the original N64 game, and HAL Laboratories was like his baby.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Rip.
Because they had their hands like all up in Earthbound's ass.
Yes!
Up to the elbow.
I love it.
So we're actually going to have to splice in and out here for a moment so I can actually show the trailers and stuff to Kelryx.
We'll splice back in with me going, holy fucking shit, that was amazing! I also know about King K. Rool. I have no fucks to give about him.
See, I think it's so wonderful because they're like including villains now.
Well,
so
yeah.
They got Ridley and now they got King K. Rool.
It's like, I know it's a really good thing. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm happy they're putting him in. It's just like, I never played Donkey Kong Country.
Oh.
So, like, I don't care.
You know, that was like the second game I personally ever bought.
Well, goddamn.
I never got past like 43% completion though. So I never got to King K. Rool, but like I'm excited he's in there for his music. Because that is like one of the best boss themes in the world.
Very true. Very, very true. I can agree with the dopeness of the musics.
I said I was gonna cut back to us, but you know I'm just gonna fucking let that play through because we talked all through the trailer.
Word up. Yeah. Oh, we're watching King K. Rool too.
Yeah, why not?
Nindies. Throwback to episode 1, fam. See, Donkey Kong, that's just rude. Can't just do that, man.
I love how he has like a picture of his granddaddy, the arcade DK.
That was a nice touch. Was Arcade DK already confirmed as an assist trophy?
No.
Oh. Hints?
Maybe. I hope so.
They're pretty cool.
Did you see Pauline?
I did. She's an assist trophy, yeah.
Yeah.
Or no.
It's not an assist trophy, but it makes me ridiculously sad because she's not a playable character.
Yeah.
Like,
there's still hope. She might become an echo character for Peach. That'd be the easiest thing to do.
But she's like built into that stage. Because they got the New Donk City stage, and it's the I don't know what you call it, the band, and then Pauline. They show up, and if you get all of them, like I guess you just have to like touch them or something in the stage.
Okay.
Once the stage kind of rotates back to the bottom, all of them will be there playing in the background.
That's awesome. They better be playing Jump Up Superstar. So
they are.
God. Nice.
Pauline singing.
Yes.
So like my hope of her being an actual character is pretty diced. But like at least she's in there somewhere.
Again, she could become like a DLC thing, and her like whole intro trailer thing could be like people fighting on the stage, and she could be like, you know what, no, screw this shit, and then she just like jumps into the action.
I'd be down for that.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I love the like facial expressions.
Still probably not gonna buy it, but I'm very tempted now.
Well, if they get us the events mode or like subspace or something like that,
okay, then I'll buy it. If we get like a story mode, like an actual like subspace emissary type story mode, like I'll buy it. But I also need to switch first. Rip
Kelryxs's.
Yeah, Kelryx still doesn't have another Switch. I'm currently using my brother's to play Octopath Traveler.
Dead on the inside.
Super dead on the inside.
Yeah. I was still tempted to buy Octopath. I didn't do it, but I was tempted.
It's really good. It's really good. And like, I played it for maybe 2 days, and I texted Jukebox, and I was like, bruh, this game is like top 3 of all time. He was like, okay. Because, you know, Jukebox is a man of so many words.
Yep.
So, I was like, okay. And then I was just telling him that, like, I've come to this realization, and I was like, this game is super dope, but I have some gripes. And my main gripe is, like, so far, I love all the characters. They all have really good stories. The only character I don't really like is, like, the generic warrior character, Ulbrich. He's, like, the only one I don't give fucks about.
And he was in the freaking demo.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Primrose best girl.
Hanit, best girl. The hunter, she my bae. She's like my forever playable character. I can't switch her out of the party.
Oh.
Yeah. Because the first character you pick, the first story you start with, they are permalocked into your party until you clear their entire story. Which is like chapter.
I could probably dig that.
Every character has 4 chapters. Chapter 1 is like their intro, so it's like level 1, right? Their second chapter, you need to be like level 20. I think the lowest level 1 is Primrose, and then you need to be like level 22 is the recommended level. And here's
it sounds like grinding.
Yeah, so grinding. Here's where like issue number uno came for me is I got all 8 characters and my highest character was like 16. And I'm like, you're kidding.
Thanks, Square Enix. This feels like a classic RPG.
Yeah,
now.
And it's honestly brutal. The monsters give you no experience. It's actually fucked. The only reason I've even progressed is because I abuse the shit out of the dancer job class. Because they get a skill called Bewildering Dance, and it causes a random effect. And 3 of the potential effects, or some of the potential effects are EXP or job points times 2, times 5, or times 100. So, massive experience boost if you get the times 100. I've gotten it literally once, and all my guys shot up like 10 fucking levels.
Oh my god.
So, I was like, cool, dope. Other problem, only the characters in your party get the experience. The ones on the bench get nothing. So
More
you need
grind.
So you need to constantly rotate out your characters, and it's a massive pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't dig.
Yeah, so that was like my first issue. I was like, okay, whatever, I can get through it, I can deal with it, it's not that big of a deal. Gripe number 2, shit's expensive. Like, really expensive. Like, I want, like, a basic upgrade to my armor. It takes me, like, 1/10 of my entire funds. It's actually fucked. Money is not easy in that game. Even with skills and job classes and abilities that purposely boost the money you get. It's fucked.
They're like, guys, remember the first game we ever made? You remember Dragon War? You remember how much it took to, like, buy a piece of armor? Man, did I love that shit.
Let's do that again.
Just like, oh, I hated myself so much back then, but man, did I love what I was doing. Yeah. Let's do it again.
Like, I punched myself in the face multiple times, but, like, we need to re-experience this. So, just to clarify, Octopath is a super good game. Like, the controls are super tight. Everything makes sense. It's not difficult per se.
As long as for the art and the classic style.
Yeah, pretty much. A couple other small things about it that kind of bothered me are, one is, like, save scumming is, like, top priority. And what that is you can take items from NPCs through either stealing it with the thief character or purchasing them with your merchant character. So obviously, I'm gonna try to steal everything because I ain't paying for shit. Right? Even though, so when you steal, based on your thief's level, everything has a percentage. So if I want to steal, like, a super basic healing item, it's probably 100%. If I want to steal some insanely powerful weapon, that's a 3% chance. If I want that shit, I gotta keep fucking reloading my save until I get it.
Oh, man.
So you have two options. Either you save scum the shit out of it and keep reloading your save, like I did for some stuff. The only thing I've really used it for is a couple pieces of armor that were insanely good. The single most broken weapon in the early game called the Golden Axe, which literally gives you, like, it's the weapons you have when you have the option to get it. The weapons you have give you, like, plus, like, 40 attack at best. The Golden Axe gives you plus 280 plus 100 crit. So it's just ridiculous. So I was like, I'm save scumming for that shit.
Right.
Did that. Did the same thing for a couple daggers later on because my thief and my dancer were way underpowered. So I was like, hey, fuck it. But it's like, so the other option is you can purchase them with your merchant. Well, the problem with doing that is the really good shit costs tens of thousands of gold. Guess what I have? Tens of thousands of gold. That's all I have. And I even, like, I don't fuck around when it comes to RPGs. It's like, I want to do whatever I need to enjoy myself and get through the story easily. I don't want to be stuck on a boss for 10 fucking years. Unless it's a Tales game, because that shit's a matter of pride at this point. Or, like, Pokemon. It's like, I will hammer your ass down. I will find a way. Me and Buddy are currently 6-0 on our Pokemon battles. He gets very mad at me.
Does he?
He's like, you suck. He's like, you're such a cheater. And I'm like, play better? Like,
get wrecked.
Like, I'll go off topic real quick because anybody who's listening to this right now that enjoys Pokemon and knows about it somewhat from a competitive standpoint, I have a fucking, what did I have out? Something the new fucking flamethrower. Buddy has a, I can't remember. He has something out. He does.
Kelryx literally reaching at the air there.
Yeah, like I can't remember what Pokemon he was using.
Grasp on it.
I know one thing. It was a steel type. Does not want to eat a fucking fire move. So I'm like, okay. So I click flamethrower because I know he's going to switch out. And he switches to a bug type.
What?
And he gets hit with the fire move and then dies in one shot. And then he texts me and goes, what the fuck? And I'm like, you switched into a super effective move. What did you fucking expect? He's like, no, but that's such bullshit. Like, how do you get to use your attack before I even get to pick an attack? Like, is your guy just that fast? I'm like,
sounds like dude doesn't play enough Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm like, fam, you switched. Like, you switched. That gives up your turn. Like, what do you... So, yeah, he got really upset with me.
The basic premises of battle. How do I?
Well, yeah, it's just, so it was funny. So I'm currently like 6-0 him. I literally traded him a bunch of Mons. I gave him a Ditto, and I was like, put a Destiny Knot on it, throw it in breed shit, your shit will have perfect IVs. And then all you need to do is breed until you get a good nature, and then EV train it properly, and give it a half-decent moveset. You're on your way. And so, I don't know, I'm hoping that maybe the next time we battle, I'm taking out a team of 6 Arceus. So we'll see how that goes. That'll probably be his first win, actually, because Arceus is not a good Pokemon. Like, he's okay.
I don't know, it sounds like this guy plays like shit to begin with, though.
Well, he plays a lot of Pokemon. He used to play a lot of Pokemon. He's just, the main thing is, he said he's like, I'm insanely rusty.
Oh.
Which is fair. And because the first 3 times we battled, I beat him 4-0. And I was using a half-ass team, and I didn't play my best because I wanted him to have half of a chance. 2 matches after that, I 6-0'd him with a Politoed and then a Greninja. I'm not allowed to use Greninja anymore because apparently Greninja's a hacks Pokemon. I'm like, no, his hidden ability is just super broken, dude. Like, what do you want? And then the game after that, I won 3-0 because he brought a Mega Charizard and I had nothing for it. But because it was trained really improperly, I just one-shotted it with something. I don't know what I had to use, but so the next 2 matches we played, he did better. I can't remember what his Mega Pokemon was, but he brought a Mega, and I was scared. Oh, it was a Mega Lucario. He brought a Mega Lucario, and I got scared because I had nothing to fight it. I was like, my fire type's super slow, and it can't eat a close combat. Like, I'm fucked if I go in. So I'm like, shit, I don't really have an option. I hope he's just like a complete dumbass. Switch in, he uses Flash Cannon. I'm like, lame thrower. But anyway, so he gets mad at me, calls me a cheater, and then he wants to keep playing. So I'm like, okay. So
sounds like a sore loser.
Yeah. Back to Octopath. For one, I'm sorry. You all know I rant hard. Yeah, Jukebox loves it. He feeds on the shit. He's like here tapping his fucking fingers together. He's like, more.
Yeah, I'm sitting here smiling.
Yeah. But
I listen, I don't talk. What the fuck's talking?
Yeah, exactly. The final, there's a couple more things I could point out, but they're super minor and completely pointless. So 2 more things. One is each character in the game has a path action, and it's kind of dumb because there's 2 versions of every path action. There's a light version and a dark version, and it's kind of stupid. So, for example, how I said you can either steal from NPCs or buy from NPCs. Stealing is the dark version. Buying is the light version. Because if you fail to steal, your reputation in town goes down. If your reputation goes down enough times from failed path actions, you can't buy anything at the stores, you can't rest at the inn, you can't even talk to NPCs. You have to go to the bar and pay a fee to restore your reputation. Which is why you save your fucking game and reload that shit over and over. Because I am paying 2,500 gold every time I fuck up. So, all of there are 8 characters and technically only 4 path actions. Because 2 of the characters, Ulbrich and Hanit, who are the warrior and the hunter, their path action lets them challenge NPCs to battle. Which you have to do to either... Because there are some NPCs that block the doors to houses, so you have to beat them in one of these battles to knock them unconscious so you can go in the house. So you can either do it with Hanit and provoke and use her and you only fight with her beasts that she can capture, or you fight with Ulbrich and you 1v1 duel. And it's a...
No, in the last battle?
Yeah, it's like a gentleman's duel type thing. So no hard feelings. Then... Therian and Tressa, who are the thief and the merchant respectively, they are the steal and the purchase. Ophelia, who's the cleric, and Primrose, who's the dancer, they can guide people around. You remember that from Primrose's thing. So Primrose has to essentially trick a guy and be like, yo, you want to bang? And then he's like, I'm down, let's go. Whereas Ophelia is just like, may God light your way. And they're like, all right, let's go. And then what are the last ones? Cyrus, who's the scholar or your mage, and Alphen, who's your apothecary or like your fucking alchemist or whatever, they can just they get information from people. So like they either scrutinize or they just chat them up. And then you learn stuff, so you can learn about like side quests and like what you need to complete side quests. You can maybe find hidden items or like it's a bunch of random stuff like that. But essentially you only have 4 different path actions, which I feel is kind of a cop-out. It's like if you're gonna try this hard to make it so that there's 8 separate stories instead of one big story with 8 characters, make them all completely unique.
Yeah.
Don't like half-assed it. Don't be like, yeah, let's have path actions. Those are dope, but we're only gonna do 4. Figure out a fucking half and half. Okay. Final super small gripe, and I'm mentioning this one because Jukebox and I mentioned it way back when the demo came out. Leveling up still feels pointless.
Really?
The only thing I notice is an increase in HP and SP. That's it. I'm still doing pretty much the same amount of damage I've done since the fucking beginning of the game. It's actually dumb.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not. It's very disappointing.
I feel like they should have fixed that.
Mm-hmm.
Or made it feel better.
Me too. It's like, I don't need like a Fire Emblem level stat screen where it's like, HP up by this much, attack up by this much, SP up by this much. Sorry, you didn't get a defense boost this time, maybe next time. But it's like, you play Final Fantasy. Like, my whole thing is like playing Octopath, I feel like every battle is more about how I play it as opposed to how strong I am. And although that's a good thing for an RPG because it's essential to need to strategize and stuff, but it's like I still like having the option of just getting stupid strong by putting in a ton of time and grinding the ever-living shit out of all my guys so I can walk everything. Like, I had 3 of my characters in the 30s. One of my characters was like level 18, and I went to do his chapter 2, which had like a recommended level of 24. I was like, whatever, I'll be fine. I have 3 characters that are like 1.5 times stronger than that. Like, they'll carry my weak guy. Boss almost murdered my ass. And I'm like, this is not okay. I'm like, it's okay, but at the same time, I have fucking 3 characters who are way above the recommended level. I should be walking this shit. So, I don't know. Little things.
The more you talk, the more I'm like waiting for the price to drop more.
Yeah,
and more,
yeah.
And more. And the more I want to play Breath of Fire for some reason.
Oh, so good.
Probably because it's all pixely and good looking, and I already know it's great.
Yay!
Like, I legit want to replay it now.
I might emulate Breath of Fire now.
Do Breath of Fire 3.
Is that one on GBA?
No, that one's on PlayStation 1.
Fuck! Do it. Maybe.
Get that one, because that's the one I have played, and we can talk about it.
That's the one I played. That's the one I played a little bit of when I was over here the one time.
Sure.
Because I remember Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Tiger Man, and he was dope.
Yeah, play that one, because it's fucking amazeballs.
Joss!
And I own it, so we can talk about it.
I honestly feel like that's the one that got, like, remade for GBA. I really do. I'm gonna find out.
No, I feel like the first and second one did.
Oh, maybe. Because
Breath of Fire 3 is, like, huge. There's no way that would fit on GBA.
Is there fucking Monkey Man?
What?
Is there a monkey guy?
No.
Oh, because the one I played on GBA had a Monkey Man.
No, but we got a walking onion.
Well, that's alright, because yeah, that's the one on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that is definitely not.
But it definitely is. No, just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. Anywho.
Yeah. I want to play Octopath a lot less now.
Like I said, like the main thing is Octopath is still a really good game. Really good. It's just there are some things that I wish it had done differently. And although it doesn't need to change this stuff to be like a good game, it's not like I'm coming in and saying, "Oh, it's terrible." But if it did this, it'd be amazing. It's like it's still really good. Well,
I don't know. I keep hearing it's a 100-hour game, but now it sounds like 40 of those hours are just going to be grinding.
It's definitely not 100 hours because my brother beat it in like 45.
Oh, that must be for like 100% or something.
Yeah, probably.
Now I want it even less.
So fun fact, again, super random, but so I texted Jukebox a certain picture the other day, and no, it was not my dick. He has enough of those.
Yes. Several.
It was a picture concerning how long Kingdom Hearts 3 is supposed to be. And apparently, the company themselves, Square Enix, came forward and they were like, we have not confirmed how long the game is going to be yet. They're like, this is not an official statement. But the picture I sent Jukebox said that it was at least 40 to 50 hours for a main playthrough. I'm going to die.
Yeah, because he's doing it in one shot.
I refuse to not play that game in one shot. I will pass out on stream before that happens.
And I'll be the one who's infusing him with caffeine.
Yes.
We've established this.
Yeah, I have syringes ready. Also, I need to start saving up for that because, like, I had a plan
to stream it.
No, I had a plan to, like, of how much money I needed to save to afford everything.
Yeah.
By the time it came out, and that was like a webcam, a good mic, like an Elgato, like everything, because I want to do it like super properly.
Yeah.
Because it's like I want to, if I can get all my stuff ahead of time, I want to maybe like stream the first couple Kingdom Hearts games just to A, get a feel for it, and B, like maybe build up a small bit of an audience before I do the big one.
Yeah.
And then, so the main thing is, like, I had a plan, and I was like, this is how much I need to put away every week to be able to afford everything with change. And then I haven't saved anything because bills are the devil. So yeah.
Money is the root of all evil.
Money is the root of all evil. Actually, more specifically, bills. Bills are the root of all evil. Money is fine. I love money. Money and I get along great. It's just, when I have to give the money to other things, then we have an issue. Then it's not fun.
Well, if worse comes to worse, you can borrow my microphone and just stream it from the PS4.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. Worst case scenario.
Downscale it to 480p so it doesn't, so it actually runs.
The main thing, as far as like what I want to have for sure, is I want to at least have an Elgato so that I can stream it like properly.
Yeah,
and run it like through
capture it and put it through your computer.
So I can run it through my computer, and that way it'll run smoother. I can have it in a higher quality and all that. And I want to have a webcam because, like you said, if anything, I can always borrow your microphone.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, at this point, you can actually get like really good webcams for about $120.
Yeah, and the one I'm planning on getting is just that. It's like maybe $100.
Yeah. You can even. There are some 4K webcams that are even as low as like 140.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. Like webcams are really advancing.
Yeah, it's of course it's a matter of, because I want to, best case scenario, I want to have all this stuff by like mid-December. So that gives me about
Christmas list.
Yeah, pretty much. So it gives me about 4 months to save up for it all. So like the main thing today, maybe not today because I literally have almost no time today, but tomorrow I'm gonna like stop at the bank, take out $50 in cash, and just like throw it in my cookie jar pretty much. And I'm just gonna try to do that as best I can, and hope for the best.
Physical savings.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I can't save. If it's in my account, I spend it because I need it for like bills and shit. But if I just take out $50, I'm probably not gonna notice it. And like, whatever. The other thing I might do is I have a Pop Funko that's worth about $200, and I'm probably gonna sell that.
Which one?
The Deku one.
Oh,
the Hot Topic exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worth like $225. That's what they were selling him for at the San Diego Comic-Con. Granted, that's Comic-Con, so I'm gonna like throw him up on like Kijiji, and like maybe there's a pop collector in the city that's like, holy shit, I want this. And like, if I can get like, maybe if I get like dumb lucky and I get 200 for him, sick. I'll take 150. I spent $15 on him.
Yeah.
If I multiply my profit by fucking 10, I'm doing okay. And it's the same thing. If I sell him, all the money straight into the cookie jar to go towards all that shit. So, also,
Very nice.
the other thing that just fucked my life is they just announced, because there was a Kingdom Hearts 3 Special Edition PlayStation 4 Pro.
Right, you told me about that.
But it was exclusively through the Square Enix store.
Right, and you weren't going to do that.
They announced a second one that's available to everyone. So now I'm just like torn inside. But it's also
Does it look the same?
No, they are different.
Oh.
They are very different. Because the Square Enix store exclusive one, it had like a ton of Keyblade designs in, I think, either gold or silver. I'm pretty sure they were gold, like all on the face.
Okay.
And this other one, it has like a circle design, kind of like when you're playing the games and you like go into like the dream sequences.
Okay.
And you're walking on like these big like stained glass panels, and they have like Sora and Kairi and Riku and the Disney princesses and all that. It has something like that, and then it has like a little like it has like the Kingdom Hearts logo on the bottom corner. So they do look different, but it's also super subtle. So if I somehow magically have money like a month before this game is coming out, I might do it.
Buy it, do a PS4 transfer for all your save data and shit, and then sell your old PS4.
Well,
Make back like half.
What we would do is I would get the new one, transfer data from my PS4 Pro, my God of War Edition one, to mine, and then transfer Hylexa's regular PS4 data onto the God of War PS4, and then she'd have the God of War PS4 Pro. I'd have the Kingdom Hearts PS4 Pro, and then we'd sell the Destiny one. Wouldn't get nearly as much, obviously.
I love how they're all like special edition ones.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's
plans. They're in the works.
It's just a matter of
fucking
like
things and costing money.
It's a matter of needing money. That's all it is. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'll just get a part-time job for like evenings and weekends, and just like whatever I make from that, throw it at the fucking
that last board game I bought. It like made it to my list of things that I really want.
Nice.
And I went searching for it. I ended up actually finding it at Warp 1.
Dope.
Because, they order the games, and if they don't sell, they stay on that shelf for, like, years.
And they never have decreased in value.
Yeah.
We know how to get rid of unwanted stock. Same price.
Though, at the same time, with some board games, if they don't do multiple print runs, the price just gets super jacked up. So if theirs is sitting on the shelf at the original price forever...
Not bad.
But yeah, so it's like, it was $75. And I'm just like, I'm not going to give myself time to think about it. I'm just going to get it now. I'm not going to miss the money. I need this.
Is this,
Yokohama.
Right.
Yeah, so I've played that like 3 times now, and it's fucking excellent. Everyone who's played it really likes it too.
You'll just have to like show me the box and stuff once we're like done with the recording, because obviously I want to see.
And then with Boss Monster, they actually have like every single expansion there, which kind of blew my mind, because I've only ever seen like the first box, second box, and the one mini expansion.
Yeah, I've literally only ever seen the one box there, so it kind of is crazy. Because
they have Boss Monster, they have the next level, and then they have the one that just came out, which I haven't seen shit anywhere for. It's Rise of the Mini Bosses.
Ooh.
So it adds a mini boss card for your dungeons.
That's kind of cool.
And then they have the 3 mini expansions that look like Game Boy boxes.
Yeah, they're like this big.
And then I bought, it's called the Paper and Pixels expansion, because Boss Monster, they made a Steam version for PC, and they added like 11 new cards.
Huh.
But those cards require extra things like markers or dice and stuff like that. And so I bought that one because it's just like a little mini booster pack pretty much.
Yeah.
With 14 cards in there.
Oh, okay.
So I grabbed that for $5.50. It's the best bang for the buck too. It's really stupid. Those little Game Boy box looking ones.
Yeah.
It's 24 cards.
Okay.
So like 4 of them are boss monsters, and then you have 10 cards, but you have like 2 of each card.
Oh, okay. So you essentially only get 14 unique cards.
Yeah.
And it's like $15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with the Paper and Pixels one, you get like, 4 unique, and then like another 5. So you get like 5 less cards for $10 less.
Yeah, which is a steal.
Yeah.
Realistic, like mathematically speaking, that's insane.
They're actually pretty good cards too. We ended up playing one round, and they came in pretty helpful.
Nice. One day we'll play when our schedules line up. It's kind of funny, but on that note, I killed a crow
God.
3 weeks ago, but it was literally not my fault.
Yeah.
I am driving down the road. There are these two crows. They're just waddling. They're in the middle of the road. I'm gonna miss them. And they're facing, like, if I'm coming down the right side of the road, there's 2 lanes on my side, there's 2 lanes on the other side. I'm on the left side of my 2 lanes. So there's a lane open beside me, and then there's 2 lanes to my left that are obviously driving in the opposite direction. The crows are walking and facing towards the other 2 lanes. So they are not walking towards where I'm coming. Right? Does that make sense? Or am I just an idiot?
No, that makes sense.
Okay, so right before I get by these crows, one flies that way. The other, for some stupid fucking reason, pivots 180, flies into my grill. And he, like, goes limp, falls down, and I, like, look at my mirror, and all I see is this poof of feathers behind my car, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Super
And Hylexa was so offended for no reason. Like, I love her to death. It was hilarious. She, like, looks at me, and I'm like, what? And she's like, you killed a crow. I'm like, he fucking had it coming. I'm like, what was I supposed to do? Hammer on my brakes to save the stupid bird? Like...
Question is, am I leaving this in the podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you're free to remove it. It was so fucking funny. I laughed so hard.
God.
Because she just keep looking over at me at random points during the day. Like, we'd be watching TV or I'd be playing, like, Persona 5 or something. Still haven't beat that. Need to. Love that game. So good. Kari needs to catch up. Shit goes down. But, and she'd just, like, look over at me and I'd be like, what? And she's like, you killed a crow. And I'm like, yeah, babe. Like,
I don't know. I think it's more accurate that the crow committed suicide.
it is. That's exactly what happened. He literally dove right in front of my car. I was like, all right. It was just so funny. Because, like, literally, it was, like, the most audible. No, it wasn't even. It was, like, it was just a dull thud. I'm like, oh. And then all of a sudden, all I see is his wing go totally stiff and him go down. And then, like I said, like, I'm driving, I, like, look at my rear view, and all I see is, like, straight out of the movies. It was so fucking hilarious. Too funny. Just white and black feathers. Poof. I was like, he did.
I didn't really almost say it, but there was a crow eating a gopher in the middle of the road. It was a roadkill.
Oh, damn.
And I'm driving up to the thing, and it like looked at me driving up, and then it went back to eating.
As you do.
And I'm like getting closer, and I'm getting closer, and I like honk at the thing, and it looks back at me, and then it goes back to eating. And I come to pretty much like it's 50.
Yeah.
I pretty much get down to like 10 kilometers an hour. Just lay on the horn, and the thing starts walking away, and then I lay on the horn, and then it just walks away faster.
It's like, fly, bird, fly! Yeah, no, too funny.
I'm like, are you that fucking hungry, man?
Okay, enough of the murder stories. Even as funny as they are, and as much as I'm if you leave it in, people are gonna love that. They're gonna laugh their asses off.
This one time down by the river.
This one time at band camp, I put a flute up my ass. Anyways, we don't talk about band camp.
These are murder stories. I put it up someone else's ass.
Oh,
And then I played that shit.
damn!
It's like Dig Dug.
I like it. Dig Dug for Smash? Question mark. Like the crow.
Oh dear God. Smash Bros.
Real talk. Do you think they're going to announce more characters? Do you think we're getting more characters?
I think we'll get some more. Because we got a couple months till that shit comes out, and even though the picture looks pretty full, they can still layer people in front.
Oh, for sure. Because my main thought process is it is called Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is supposed to be the pinnacle Smash Bros. Also, I'll fill you in on this. Did you hear about what happened at the Smash 4 finals at EVO?
No.
I will tell you because it's fucking hilarious. So, my main thing is it's Smash Ultimate. It's like they're bringing back old game modes which like I hope is like Target Smash and stuff because that shit was dope as hell.
Characters, stages.
Literally every single character. Oh, literal fuck ton of stages. The ability to switch stages mid-game.
Yeah, that's fucking tight.
That's awesome. Apparently the final smash is like a charge up meter now.
That's an option you can have.
I like it. Yeah. I like it a lot.
Like that's a rule set option.
That's friggin' awesome.
Because they do still have Smash Balls.
And fake Smash Balls. Yeah. That one's so cool. That is such a cool idea. But so my whole thing is it's like it is Smash Bros Ultimate. Like they're literally putting in the title. Like this is like the single dopest thing.
Like be all end all. Please don't ask us for a new one for at least 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. Like so they like need this to be flawless. So I have a hard time believing that they're only gonna give us what are they at right now? 4 new characters?
Yeah, fully new, not Echo.
Yeah, so Inkling, Ridley,
King K. Rool,
and Simon.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing someone somehow.
Me too.
To the Googles!
Yeah, you do that.
But like, so my whole thing is, I can't see it being Smash Ultimate and then being like, hey, guess what? You're literally only getting 4 brand new characters.
Yeah.
Like at the same
I'm still waiting for those new first party ones, like fucking ARMS.
Yeah, like it's just that we talked about that. They'd be honestly dumb not to put an ARMS character in there.
Yeah. And I'm not anticipating a lot of DLC. Like there's gonna be DLC because that's Nintendo now, but like their DLC is fucking quality as fuck, and they aren't gonna withhold characters for that.
Yeah. So it's just that. Like I do feel like I'm also hoping. Yeah. I'm hoping we get like. Honestly, I'd be happy with like 2 more.
Yeah.
Give us 2 more characters.
Yeah.
That's nice. Or you know what? You know what actually be kind of awesome? There's 8-player Smash now. They introduced that with Smash 4.
Yeah.
There's 8-player Smash. Do people play it very often? I don't think so because it's kind of hectic and it's a complete fucking gong show.
Yeah, we did it like the one time and it kind of sucked.
And I won both matches. Go me.
Yeah. Go you.
Yeah. Little Mac is super OP when there's that many people because you just keep hitting down B and you counter everybody and it hurts like a bitch. Anyways, I was a cheap ass. I will honestly admit that. I made Mohawk Man very mad when it was down to just me and him because I literally sit and wait and he's like, I'm not coming down there. And I'm like, sit and wait. Everybody's only getting mad at you for not making a move. He's like, damn it. He'd go for me. And then I'm like, boom, boom. He's like, damn it. But I think going off of 8-player Smash, I think it'd be cool if we had grand total 8 brand new characters. Because then you could technically, like I know this is like a kind of a stupid concept and a dumb idea, because then you could run an 8-player Smash with all the brand new characters.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be a good place to leave it. 8 characters is a good amount of characters. It's not like Smash isn't Pokemon. You don't need 100 plus fucking new things. Right?
I'm just trying to think how many new ones they added between the games.
I know Brawl got like fucking 12 new characters.
Yeah, Brawl was crazy.
Brawl was insane. Smash 4, if you count the DLC,
no.
If you don't count the DLC, they got like maybe 4.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying like 4 is not a bad number. It's just, okay, let's be real. Video game fans are fucking greedy.
Mm-hmm.
I always want more. That's just how simple it is. Somebody could literally be like, here's a 1,000-hour RPG. It never gets boring. It is something different every time you play it. I'd be like, yeah, but what about that like one soundtrack song you could have put in that like 30-second loop that I'm missing? Like that A++ down to an A+. Like you fucked up. Oh. Real quick.
Go back to episode 3 where we were bitching about Breath of the Wild because, game receives 10 out of 10 across the board from like fucking everything. We're just like, man, fuck this game.
Yeah, we're like 8 generous 9. There are problems. I needed Hyrule Field music and I didn't get it and it hurt me inside.
Clink, clink.
I legitimately showed that because The guys at work were surprised that we had a podcast, so I showed them that snippet. They died. They thought it was so funny. I was like, still got it. While we're talking about soundtracks super quick, even though we're not talking about them, I just made a quip. Octopath Traveler, as many like little issues as it has, single best soundtrack I've ever heard in a video game.
Yeah.
Like, hands down. Every track in that game is fucking gold. I walked into one area, it's called, the town is called Flames Grace. It's where you get the cleric Ophelia. And, I couldn't, like, I just sat there. I sat there and just enjoyed it for like 5 minutes. I think Alexa thought I was dead. Yeah. She's like, babe. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, it's so pretty.
So are you going to import to CD soundtrack?
No.
Best soundtrack ever, still not worth buying?
No, I don't buy soundtracks.
Okay.
But like,
I got a couple.
I'll find it. I'll find it for you, or like we'll find it on YouTube, and I'll like, you can listen to it, and you're gonna be like, holy shit, battle music's sick. All the voice acting is like top notch. There's like maybe 2 characters where I'm like, you sound stupid, and they were NPCs. So
I love just like in the credits, it's like the game director. You get,
and I'm like,
those 2.
You son
like,
of
we
a
can tell.
Yeah. It wasn't the secret. But yeah, no, best soundtrack hands down.
I don't know, man. Tetris still up there.
That's like a close number 2. And then it's like Kingdom Hearts right under that for me.
And then Dr. Mario.
It's actually funny. We literally played Tetris at work.
Yeah.
Because for all the listeners, I've mentioned this before. I'm a welder by trade. So we had this big trailer coming in. It has all these giant steel columns on it. And we take them off the trailer. We weld angle iron onto them because that's like the depth setter for like the fireproofing and stuff that we put on.
Okay.
So those get welded on and then they go back on the trailer. And these things have like channels and fucking plates and gussets and all this shit all coming out of them. So sometimes you have to like maneuver the shit out of these things with the overhead crane. And it was wild. Like, we were like, my journeyman was like, hey, I want it in the middle. And I was like, yeah, right. Okay. He's like, no, I got this. I'm like, 20 minutes later, he dropped the beam off the trailer. That was interesting.
Oh my god.
And then we picked it up, fixed it, and it was all good. Nothing broke, luckily. It didn't actually happen.
Oh god.
But, so it was literally like, he got it like above where it was. And then we dropped it. We like kind of like set it down on one side. Mm-hmm. Moved the chain slightly so the load was offset. Swung it underneath this one beam, leveled it out again, swung it like, dropped it like horizontally.
Okay.
Like we dropped it on like its x-axis.
Everyone listening to this doesn't get the hand gestures.
Yeah, the hand gestures are helping Jukebox right
Yep.
So like we like tilted it so that it was off level or whatever. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. But like we tilted it, like angled it in so this one channel went like inside another beam and then like leveled it out again and dropped it and then it sat. And I like looked at my journeyman, I was like, you ever play Tetris? And he's like, yeah, what's your toy? So we fucking like, it was funny. It was good. I was like, Jukebox would appreciate this.
Yeah, I'd be watching it. I assume you have hearing protection.
Oh, fuck no.
Okay, so everyone would be able to hear it. I'd just be sitting there like
yeah, it'd be good.
Actually, that's the Dr. Mario music.
We watch.
I got Dr. Mario in my head now.
Yeah, you done fucked up.
Yeah, I did.
That's okay.
No, I'll do the fucking Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Fucking music choice C.
But yeah, anyway, back on topic real quick.
Yeah, anyway, Smash.
So if we get more Smash characters, just one. I just want to know one. Who are you still hoping they throw in? If you say Waluigi, again, punching distance.
Tetris block.
God damn it!
No, it's got to be an ARMS character, because that was like, of all the new Nintendo games, I expect that to eventually get a sequel. Mm-hmm. I expect them to run with it, so they better put them in Smash.
Yeah. I I'd like to say like Shovel Knight or something like that, or like a different Mega Man character, but
Shovel Knight's an assist trophy.
yeah, exactly. So I'm kind of pooched. And like as far as another Mega Man character, Zero is also an assist trophy.
Yeah.
So it's like, get fucked. And I'm like, all right.
And I mean, like, Bass is like in the fucking final Smash now.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, remove everyone's hope. Remove everyone's hope.
Just keep piling them in there. Something I would genuinely like to see is either a different fucking Fire Emblem character, because it's like the Marth and Roy trope is done. Like literally, Marth, Roy, Lucina, they're all the same.
They got Chrom in there now.
Chrom's a fucking Ike ripoff. He's an Ike Echo character. I'm just happy Chrom isn't his own playable character, because if that happened, I would have flipped a goddamn table. I would have been like, for fuck's sake. But like, I know I've mentioned it before, like, seeing Lynn would be cool, because she's like a fucking ninja. Everybody else is just like, oh, I'm good at swordplay. And she's like, I'm just super fucking fast and dope as shit. That'd be fun.
From an assist trophy.
Yeah, that'd be great, because her assist trophy was awesome. Or a Golden Sun character.
That would be out of left field.
Yeah, but we had a Golden Sun assist trophy. Isaac was an assist trophy, and he used his move synergy, and he just shot giant like hands. Again, way out of left field, but it'd be so fucking awesome. No, yeah, my hype for Smash went way up.
It did.
Because my whole thing was like, I swear to Christ, if fucking Simon Belmont doesn't get put, goddamn, like. Also,
my thing is still game modes, but it looks like they're going to have something. Like, they already said they got Classic back, so that's a start.
They're hiding something.
They are. It's going to be something big.
And it has to be a story mode. It has to be. There's no reason they'd cover it up otherwise. If it was like special verses or whatever, they would have shown it. Nobody would have cared.
Yeah.
And all that stuff is covered in the Smash category, so it has to be something else. They wouldn't hide assists or mini games or anything like that.
Because I think of the Brawl Select menu.
Yeah, because
it's like you got Smash and then you got like the first player stuff. So it's first player something.
It has to be
something.
It was the same with
because they already have a section for their other like stadium type events.
It has to be first player. Literally has to be. And we're probably gonna find out about it literally next week. So whatever. But. Because in Smash 4, it was the same thing, too. Because there was, like, regular Smash, and then there was, like, Smash Run. And that was, like, the first player shit. And Smash Run was honestly not good. That was on the 3DS specifically, but still.
Yeah.
I played it a few times. I was like, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But I didn't like the concept of, like, having to...
boring.
Yeah, and you had to, like, power up your character. So if you powered up the wrong stats, you were just pathetic. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not my fault I take 0 damage, but I have no attack. Because that's just what happened to drop for me from the stuff I was killing. I was like, fuck me.
Yeah, and then on the Wii U, it was that stupid fucking board game thing.
Oh, it was so bad. But while we're still on Smash, and then we'll talk about some other stuff we got hyped, that at least I'm hyped for. Like I said, you'll be hyped for it, but like I said, you've been kind of like in limbo for the last 2 months, so like I don't blame you for like...
Hold on. Stages.
Ooh.
All those N64 classic stages, they kept the blocky looks.
Thank God.
They did down/upgrade a few things, so they're like full pixel art now.
Good.
So like the mouth of the Wispy Willow on Kirby's stage is like pixelated, and then like when fucking Voltorb or Electrode or whatever kind of like comes out of the Pokemon Tower for Silphco, it's like all pixelated.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
That's really sick.
But then Melee and up, everything got super upgraded.
Ooh.
Like they show the Dream Fountain or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful now.
Oh, I love that stage so much. It was so simple and so pretty. I was just like, oh.
So we're pretty much getting all the stages in the menu. They're going to be sorted in chronological order.
Nice. That's a good way to do it. That's a really good way to do it.
And it's 103 stages.
That's wild. And all of them have Omega versions, like Battlefield versions, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super hyped to play OG Hyrule Castle.
Yes.
And the fucking Pokemon Tower.
Yeah.
Because those were so great. It was so cool. You're just like trying to like fight off, and all of a sudden Blastoise like busts out a door. He's like, get fucked, bitch. Like Hydro Pump. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then fucking they showed off the new stage for New Donk City. and Simon's stage,
Mhm.
which every once in a while Dracula shows up as like a mid boss, kind of like the Yellow Devil in Mega Man stage.
Like I said, I'll watch it later, and then I'll text you, and I'll be like,
Hype.
be like, remember that Kingdom Hearts thing? Yeah, no, all that money, Switch, going towards the Switch.
Seriously, the Smash Direct is more hype than the entirety of E3 was.
That's some shit to say.
Well, okay,
for you,
hold
maybe
on, the entirety of like Nintendo's Smash Bros. E3.
Oh,
experience.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I was like, dude, all of E3?
No, like the Smash experience at E3, like, because they unveiled a lot of shit, and it's like everyone's here, and people were hyped for that. This actually shows off some shit.
Yeah, right. Oh, like I said, that made me made me so mad how everybody's top 10 for E3 was like number 1 Smash Bros. I'm like, they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like they were like every character, woo, and then they fucked off. I'm like, all right, cool.
You know, it probably doesn't hit us quite as hard because we still have all the old games. We can still play them.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I miss playing as Roy in like his prime. Huh? Put in Melee.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the other thing they were going on about was the music, because now it's, you know how it used to be like stage dependent.
Yeah.
So like you could only get the Wind Waker music if you were playing on the Wind Waker stage. Now it's like series dependent.
Okay, so if you're playing a Zelda stage, you'll get Zelda music.
Period. Yeah.
That's nice.
And it has that thing from Brawl where you can select the songs, then select how often they play.
Ooh, I like that.
Which is nice.
I like that a lot.
And then it has like a sound test mode, so it's pretty much like a fucking MP3 file library.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they even included like, you can pretty much turn it into like sleep mode and just plug your headphones in. So if you've got your Switch with you, you can just listen to Nintendo music.
That's pretty awesome.
It is kind of cool.
That's pretty awesome. Like I said, that's...
And then it's 800 songs.
Yeah, which is insane.
It's ridiculous. 28 hours of music, they said. And I'm just thinking like, I'm actually a little bit worried now, because I'm scared, because there's like a lot of content as far as like character models and stage models and all this shit goes. And now you got 28 hours of music. I'm worried that they're going to be downsampling it so hard that it's not going to be like full quality.
Yeah.
I got that bit of worry because I don't know how much, we don't know what capacity they have in those flash cartridges yet.
Yeah.
Which I assume could be really high, because you know how small like a 64 gigabyte USB can be at this point. But like,
yeah, it's still a little scary.
A little bit.
My thought process is, we got like, they threw Breath of the Wild and Odyssey and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on those little flashcards. And those are huge games.
Yeah.
Obviously, Xenoblade and Zelda are in a different area than Mario, but like Mario has a lot to it.
Yeah.
Just because it's not a long game doesn't mean it's not a big game. And it's the same thing. Like, they're both like full music, a fuck ton of voice acting. I mean, at least in Xenoblade, that game's like fully voice acted almost. So I have hope that like all the stuff they're promising will be in a quality that the fans deserve.
Yeah.
Because I feel like those flashcards are actually a lot more than they look. Have you ever licked one of those?
No, and I don't plan on it.
You really should.
Well, you know, because we've had that kind of dog spray with the same benzene compound in it, so I have tasted that.
That's fair. I had to do it. Like, we were like flying up north, and like I looked at my buddy because he had his Switch before I had mine.
Right.
I was like, real talk, have you licked a game? And he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, how bad is it? And he's like, you tell me. I'm like, like, it's bad.
Yeah.
It is not good.
Yeah, don't subject yourself to it.
Like, I'm good at keeping a straight face. Like, I can down like some nasty whiskey. Like, I took a shot of Fireball, I don't know, like a fucking like 6 months ago. And like, it was the same
Still
thing. I was just like,
it.
I was like, that sucks. Like, that's pretty bad. And they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm not a bitch. I don't need to like cringe to like get through it.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's called Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I'm fully expecting like nothing but the absolute best. Like song quality.
Well, it's the same.
All of that,
here's
right?
the thing. It's just, how do I put this? We put our podcasts out there in 128 kilobits. That's like a standard MP3.
That's like a lot of kilobits.
Oh my god.
That's like at least 4 kilobits.
So, okay. This is like a standard MP3. Kinda close to CD quality. Not quite. DVD quality. is a little bit better, but like what I would hope for is like 320 kilobit fucking MP3s. Like I can hear a discernible difference between 128 and 320.
Yeah.
I'm just scared that it's all going to be 128 because they want you to be like walking around listening to the shit. I wouldn't listen to it if it's in 128.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking music snob.
No!
I don't know.
I thought you had more.
No, I want it to be of, good quality.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jukebox Hero, man of many words.
Well, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Seriously, 320 kilobit MP3s is like double the space.
Yeah.
Right? And for 28 hours of music, that's a lot of fucking space.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty much expecting them to just give you the standard MP3 quality because the fucking masses will not give half a shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's all they listen to music in.
And I mean, the thing to consider is, you know what they could maybe do? Well, no, probably not. Could they set the music to have two different settings? So, like, when you're playing the game and you're, like, in battle and stuff, it could give you the crap version. And then if you're going to, like, MP3 iPod type listen to it with your Switch, maybe it gets the good version.
Only if they had both versions on there.
Okay, and that would take up even more space.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. So it's like, if they're going to do it at all, do the good version.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I was going to say, like, obviously, like, I know you're a huge music snob because you've got the ear for it. I don't, obviously. But it's just that, like, even you, you'd pick it out because you'd be focused on it, but...
Well, like, I wouldn't give half a fuck while I'm playing. It's just like they want you to walk around listening to this thing.
Yeah, so it's like, it better be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
a lot more hyped for Smash now.
I also am. Like I said, seeing Simon was a big thing. Even though I got super trolled and everybody thought Goku was going to be in Smash. Because they announced the Nintendo Direct, right? And then Funimation retweeted it. And then Crunchyroll retweeted it. So everybody was like, it's a sign. Like,
here's the thing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because fucking Sakurai's a troll, but like, I will never anticipate Goku ever being in any Smash Bros. Game ever. Because, as rabid as the Dragon Ball Z fans are, they're not hot sellers to begin with. Fucking Dragon Ball Z games, like, Xenoverse is the biggest thing to come out in quite a while, and it's still...
False. Fighters is. Fighters had 250,000 people watching on Twitch for the finals at EVO.
Oh, is there another game that came out? Fighters?
Yeah, it's literally it's a 2D fighting game, and it's insanely good. It's like Street Fighter 2 Turbo levels of, like, fucking polished.
They're not hot sellers. Like,
Well, no, but I'm saying, like they've been
Street
doing...
Fighter got in there. At the very least, Street Fighter was on like the Super NES and has roots in Nintendo and stuff. But like Dragon Ball Z is like just fucking everywhere, and no one cares that hard.
Yeah,
They care about the character. They don't care about the video game series as a whole, which is why I feel he'd never be in Smash Bros.
No, well, the other main reason he'll just never be in Smash Bros. Is like, it's not a Nintendo type property.
Yeah.
And it's like, granted, I know they've like kind of like broken ground on that, and it's like they threw like Ryu from Street Fighter into Smash, and they threw Cloud into Smash, and like stuff like that, but it's like,
those are still massive third party.
yeah, they're
like, Goku is not massive third party, it's just third party.
It's like, even though Dragon Ball isn't the best selling manga of all time, hashtag One Piece, oh my bae, it's still, as much as I hate to admit it, it's still the most popular anime of all time, pretty much. So
Yeah.
it has grounds,
Kind of.
and I feel like if they really just wanted to say fuck it, they probably could. And Dragon Ball Fighters is on Switch. The beta just came out, like, I think yesterday. So it's like, there is a Dragon Ball game. There have been plenty of Dragon Ball games on Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's...
I have a few.
Yeah, it's not like... Nice.
Actually, no, I think I have the Xbox versions.
Oh, whatever.
Whatever.
But, so it's like, Dragon Ball characters have been on Nintendo consoles. So it's like, There's the very, very, very small possibility. So, as a Dragon Ball fan, I'm hoping, I know deep in my heart that, like, the chances of it ever happening are, like, so infinitely small.
Yeah.
But if it happened, it'd be hype as shit. I'd be happy. And, like, it'd be cool.
I just feel like there's so many that would be ahead of him for choices. For Smash
yeah,
Bros.
No, guaranteed.
Even in, like, the fighting game genre. Like, Final Fight, all those games are on the fucking Super NES.
Yeah.
You know, we could have fucking Hagar come out, just fucking rip his shirt off and be like,
that'd be so sick.
Rips into the battle.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. I like that. Ah, that's a good one. No, that's I'm imagining like the logo and like just seeing him like gah or whatever. Like, too funny. Yeah, too
just
good.
grab people, crush their heads between his thighs.
Crush man's head like sparrow egg between thighs.
Dear God.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a hippo eat a watermelon?
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
It's horrifying. They just like put it in his mouth and they're like,
yeah, it just like compresses and you're like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom! And you're like, ah!
Their mouth looks like a hinge and it just doesn't slow down at all. It's just like...
Yeah, it's just steady pressure. It's like, if you ever watched like the fucking, where they take like the insane pneumatic presses and they do stuff, it's like that. You know there's no hope. But, so I think we've gotten like all our Smash hype.
Yeah.
Good. And obviously, like, something's gonna drop fucking next week or the week after, and we're gonna be right back on it. But
I'm kind of sad because we've almost got like 3 episodes in a row, and we're releasing them like one a month now. We got like 3 in a row that are on fucking Smash.
Yeah, but you know, life sucks.
That's okay. Next episode we'll talk about something else probably.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Unless they unveil Subspace Emissary 2.0.
And then we'll be like, so listen, we know we said some things. They got thrown out the window and shot in the backyard just like old Yeller. So,
oh God. Hype.
Stuff we're hyped for besides Smash. Next month,
Super Mario Party.
Important things.
Damn
I'm just kidding. Super Mario Party's super good. I'm excited for that, but again, no Switch, so I'm kind of fucked. So unless you buy it and I come over and we play it, which would be tight as fuck, and I'd be super down. But again, Jukebox and I, at some point, we just need to like schedule an entire day, like literally like dawn or like noon, which is like dawn for us. Like noon. Come over and just hang out all day and like watch like Bebop and Evangelion and stuff. Just need to do the things.
The things.
The things. Wink. But
I'm gonna have a sore throat the next day.
yeah, probably. It's okay, we'll lubricate it. But awesome stuff that comes out in September is the Spider-Man game comes out, which is insane.
I thought you said important things.
Savage. You're cold. I'm getting to the important things.
Okay.
The one you'll have hype about. The other is like, I just have a lot of hype, but
I know you're hyped for that Spider-Man game, and I think it looks pretty great.
I am super hyped for the Spider-Man game. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it because priorities, there's a different game coming out literally in like the same week that I need to get first. And also, buddy at work literally ordered the Spider-Man PS4. Like the special edition, so I'm just gonna borrow Spider-Man once he's done with it. I can wait.
You can wait.
It's like, I love Spider-Man. He's my second favorite superhero of all time. Iron Man's still number 1. But like Spider-Man is dope. I love Spider-Man, but it's just I'd rather get Dragon Quest 11.
Yas.
And there's the yas.
Yas.
I'm super excited for that game. Because it reminds me a lot of Dragon Quest 8. Except it's prettier.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, alright, sign me up.
Yeah, I think I saw like a trailer for it and that was about it, but I remember being like, oh my God, 11.
Yeah. Well, it's actually,
because I was like, where the fuck's our 10?
10 was online. We discussed that.
I know, but like They could give us a dumbed down version. Like, they gave us a dumbed down Phantasy Star. They can give us a dumbed down fucking Dragon Quest X.
Yeah, bastard. But, yeah, so Dragon Quest XI comes out, I believe, on September 8th? And then Spider-Man comes out on the 11th. So, like, Dragon Quest comes out on the Tuesday, and then Spider-Man comes out on the Friday. I believe is how it goes. And then the Friday before that, year 2 of Destiny 2 comes out.
Oh my god.
Hey,
bingo card thing.
Bingo card thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I put it.
It's
no,
totally
I did.
In there.
I did put it on there.
I don't know if
I knew it was coming, though. It was kind of a cheat one, but it's on the bingo card, so it counts. So I'm at 5.
Man, you've said that for like all of them.
I know. I picked
But
Kate.
you know what? I think you might have put like a specific quarter for it. So we got to check that again.
Yeah, probably. I would do it right now, but I don't want to eat up extra data, so I'll check later or whatever. But so year 2 of Destiny 2 comes out, and it's literally fixing everything.
Yeah.
Like, the Crucible is back to where it should be. The weapons can have random rolls on them again, which is a big deal. So that was a big part of, like, what made Destiny 1 good, because, like, you could grind, because you'd be like, I want this weapon because it's amazing, but I need these perks on it. You'd be like, I want this hand cannon, it's insane, but I need rangefinder on it because I need that extra range or it's worthless. Right. So you need to keep going until you got one with rangefinder. And then it was like, yes, right?
You actually felt good about it?
Yeah, you felt good about your grind because you got what you wanted out of it. It's the same as shit in, like, World of Warcraft and, like, RuneScape. It's like when games. It's like when you grind, when you are forced to grind for something, the end product needs to be worth it. And that was a big problem with, like, Destiny 1 when it when Destiny 1 even first ever came out, it was still a big deal. Because grinding the raids mattered because that was the only way you could get primary weapons with elemental damage. And that was a huge deal. It was a huge deal because, like, high level.
Your word for it.
Yeah. Okay, the way it works is high level enemies usually have shields, which are one of 3 elements. So you couldn't do much with your primary weapon. So you'd have to switch to either your secondary or your heavy weapon, which would have elements, to deal with that. So when you got a primary weapon that had that element, suddenly you can conserve your ammo for your heavier hitting guns. You don't need to eat away at your sniper rifle or your rocket launcher ammo to deal with a normal enemy. You can save that shit for the boss because you can eat the shield alive with your primary weapon. So that was a huge part of the Destiny 1 grind, and that was what made it so fun, especially when you got the shit you wanted. Like, there was a hand cannon called the Fatebringer, and literally the grind for that was so hardcore. I played a raid with people. We all had 3 characters. So what we did is we got to the point when we got to the boss where you can get that gun from. One guy stayed in. The other 5 rotated one character. Same guy stayed in. The other 5 rotated to their 3rd character. Then the other guy would rotate through his characters. And that way everybody had the save point. So we'd go through it, we'd beat it, and then one person we'd quit out. Everybody would switch everybody would switch to their second character, we'd run it again. Everybody would switch to the 3rd character, we'd run it again until we got the gun. It was insane. And it was so much fun. Because every time you got a little better at it and became a little easier because you kept getting better at the game. It was so much fun. So
it's like a meta grind.
Yeah, it was dope. So, Destiny 2 Forsaken is the DLC name, is coming out. And, like, they've dropped just bomb after bomb with this shit. Like, literally, the first trailer for it comes out, and they kill off one of the main characters.
Nice.
Like, he gets shot, like, square in the face. We're all like, no! Because it was Cade. It was Cade 6. Everybody loves Cade 6. He voiced by Nathan Fillion. It was the greatest thing ever.
That name.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about this game, and I've heard that name.
Right? So they literally kill him off. And they announced, like, everybody was like, oh, it's a publicity stunt. It's fine. Game developers come back, like, the next day. They're like, no, fam, he did. Like, he's gone. And, like, then everybody's still like, there's still like those hopefuls. They're like, no, they're just really committed to fucking with us. Nathan Fillion isn't voicing him in this expansion. You're getting Nolan North to do it, the same guy that voiced the Ghost. They're just getting him to do it because the part is so small that they weren't going to pay Nathan Fillion to do it. Because he's huge. He's big ass. Yeah. He's big actor, right? So that's like, it clicked and everybody's like, oh shit. And then they release like the new Crucible game mode is really cool because it combines PvE with PvP. So it's like 2 teams. You go in, and as you kill the enemies, like in-game enemies, you get points or motes.
Okay.
You can slam those into a machine, and it summons bigger enemies for the other team to have to deal with. If you slam enough motes in the machine, one of your characters can go into the other team's area and fuck shit up. It looks insane. It looks like so much fun. They've added bows and arrows as optional weapons, which is super cool.
Yeah.
They like reworked the weapon balances so like weapons can be in any slot now. Like you can literally run around with 3 shotguns if you want. Which is pointless, but cool. It's good to have the option. Right? I know this is just like dumb for you. You're like, but why?
A little bit.
They fixed like the Crucible damage. Like we went from in Destiny 2, if you hit somebody with a melee attack twice, they're dead. In Destiny 2, they reworked that to take 3 hits, which was pointless because it worked just fine when it was 2 shots. Also, they a lot of the characters have like a charge move, like a dash, and it like you move forward and you like hit a guy. In Destiny 1, those moves were a one-shot kill because you literally had to get right in somebody's face to do it. So you put yourself at risk. So it was risk versus reward. They're bringing that back because they changed that again to 2 hits. And I'm like, well, why would you change it to 2 hits? That's pointless. If I'm going to go through all the trouble of literally sprinting around a map to build up the energy to even do this thing, it better kill. That's dumb. It's like I do all the work, hit a guy with it, and then he turns around and blasts me point blank with a shotgun and kills me. That's dumb.
Yeah.
So brought that back. That's a big deal. They pretty much announced that the Crucible, the PvE aspect, is going back to what Destiny 2 was in its prime, which is fantastic. Because Destiny 1 Crucible in its prime was stupid amounts of fun. And then just today, they dropped a trailer for the new raid. And it's amazing. It looks so good. Like, there's like a section of the raid where you do like horde mode, like fucking zombies in Call of Duty. You like that in one spot. They're saying that there's a ton of places like you can explore freely apparently. Maybe not like totally free. It's not like open world sandbox, but
close enough.
Close enough for like what the game is. Apparently there's like a ton of puzzles, which was a huge thing that Destiny 2 was lacking in the raids. All of the raid encounters were like very minor problem solving and 90% don't die. Which is okay, but you don't feel accomplished. Because I'll wrap up here in a sec, but in Destiny 1, the very first raid that they dropped, Vault of Glass, like the OG raid, that shit was hard. It was really hard. Even though at first you could cheese the bosses, you could literally hit them with rockets and grenades in a way that they fell off the map and committed suicide. Super awesome, but also kind of cheap.
Right.
So there was one part, and it was called the Gorgon's Maze, and there are all these floating things called harpies, but they were called Gorgons for the sake of it. They are almost completely unkillable unless you dump like a shit ton of damage into them. There was an achievement for killing every single one in the maze, which is ridiculous, and it took way too much prep time because you needed like a very specific setup, and every time you kill one, the rest of them get stronger.
And you just got the one guy, Leroy.
Yeah, so the idea was you had to sneak through this maze without getting caught. And it was hard. And it, like, your adrenaline was going. Because it's like, we'd always have, like, the one guy that knew the path to take. And it's like, so he's like, okay, come on. And he's like, okay, stop, everybody crouch. Everybody crouches, and we're all just like, And then he's watching. We're like, can we go? And he's like, no, not yet. And we're like, all right, fuck it. And then he'd be like, okay, go, but don't run. Because if you sprinted, they'd hear you.
Oh, God.
If you double jumped, they'd hear you. So it's like you had to walk and you had to only jump once, which has made some of the spots you had to get to very difficult. So, it was so nerve-wracking, and it felt so good. Because, like, even at, like, the end of the Destiny 1 life, we still had trouble with that. Like, it was not an exact science by any means. Like, there was so much room for error. But, so fun. And then, like...
Sounds brutal.
Yeah, like, super brutal, but, so good. So, and Destiny 2 just didn't have any of that. Like, you didn't feel accomplished when you beat the raids. Right? Well, I did, because I beat the first raid in Destiny 2, and then I got engaged that same night.
Yeah.
So, like, that worked for me. So, but it was just, you didn't feel as good for figuring out the hard stuff. You didn't feel as good for beating the hard stuff. Right? So, It was one of those things. So, I'm really...
Kelryx.
Yes, dear.
It's better now.
Thank you. It's all
better.
So it's like, I need $160 for all that.
Bruh.
Because there's my DLC. And everybody bitches about the price. Everybody's like, DLC shouldn't be $40. And I'm like, if you pay $40 for something and you play it for 3 months, you're getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, that's like, I can't...
When your DLC kind of replaces what used to be an expansion pack, then it's worth the price.
Yeah, exactly.
When your DLC is a new character in Street Fighter and it costs $40, then it doesn't.
Yeah, then you have a problem. But
like, that DLC that you're talking about, that's like the way DLC should be.
Yeah.
Like, a replacement for the physical media of an expansion pack. Like,
Exactly.
that was the original fucking plan behind DLC before it became microtransactions.
Yeah, which is just unfortunate. So, and it's just that. And, like, I've literally argued with some of my/our friends because I don't know, you and the one friend, you guys bonded over the love of Cowboy Bebop at the house party, which was all good. And I'm like, right. Nice. It's like, he is, like, adamantly against, he's like, I am not fucking buying this DLC. And I'm like, and it's the same thing. He's like, I'm not paying $40 for DLC. That's stupid. And I'm like, but if you play it for fucking months, you're getting your money's worth. It's like, you'll go spend $80 on a game and play it for like 2 weeks. You won't spend $40 on this and play it for a couple of months. Like, that's so backwards. But, like, it's one of those things. It's like, I respect the decision. I'm not about to argue and tell you you're stupid and all that. It's just like...
I might.
You might. I also might. But it's like, it's just, that can't be your argument.
Yeah.
You can't say, this essentially getting a new game isn't worth $40, but I'm going to go pay $80 for, like, God of War. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Hashtag God of War was sick as fuck. Do not regret that money. But still an example.
Though the closest argument I could have against paying the $40 is if you want an alternate experience.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Which is fine. If you don't want to play the same game, because that's just it. It's a new experience, but it is the same game. It's not like, but it's, so for example, another thing that this DLC is doing, each class has 3 different supers, one for each element. So it's like the Warlock, for example, they have the Dawnblade, the Voidwalker, and the Stormcaller. And those are getting altered in the new DLC. So each class essentially gets 3 different supers. Like 3 different new subclasses. So there's Stormcaller's super, their like ultimate attack, changes from you like levitating, being able to like shoot like Sith lightning, to literally shooting a Kamehameha. It's super cool.
I dig.
Yeah, and like then the hunter, instead of their shiny flaming golden gun as their solar subclass, now they can like throw flaming throwing knives like fucking ninja stars. So you're practically getting a completely new game. They're reworking everything. Yeah. Like, enemies are different, guns are different, fucking they've changed how you can even have your guns set up. armor's different, masterworks, perks, like all that. They're essentially like taking everything that Destiny 2 was, ripping it to shreds, and like filling it with all the great shit from Destiny 1, and then like stitching it all back together, and they're like, here's the best thing ever.
We had to sell you Destiny 2 to make it look like we were doing something new. Really, we were just kind of filling the void so we could give you more Destiny 1.
And you know what? I'm okay with that. Fuck,
we could have skipped the bullshit
fam.
and just had it be Destiny 1 Part 2.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm still very much in love with the series. I will support the series and buy all the DLC. I don't care.
Bruh.
Because it's like, I'm the same as you. I'm not buying fucking $15 DLC for like one new map.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And like that shit pissed me off. Like some of the new Tales games, there's DLC for like level boosts and stuff like that. And I'm like, no. Like, why would I pay money to get higher levels when I can just go and play for 30 minutes? Like,
it's like how I feel with like bullet hell shooters.
Yeah.
Because they got like a billion DLC things, and it's always like, new outfit, $549.
Then I'm like,
Pink bullets instead of yellow, $549.
It's the same concept with like loot boxes and Overwatch and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like no hate whatsoever to the people that purchase loot boxes or anything. I have, my fiance has. Like, it's fun to dress up your characters. It's fun to look different, and like a lot of the skins, like the legendary ones, the ones that everybody wants, a lot of them like even change how your attacks look and stuff. So I don't hate on people that purchase into that stuff. But again, there's a big difference between like purchasing a loot box where you can get a bunch of different stuff and purchasing a singular outfit. Like, oh, I want this character in a bikini, $5.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. You're just enabling them. That shit used to be hidden behind achievements. You wanted swimsuit Samus, you had to punch in that goddamn code word at the beginning of the game. It was a developer.
Justin Bailey?
I think so. I know it was a developer name.
I feel like there's Bailey in there somewhere, and then you just do a bunch of spaces at the end.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you get like sexy red swimsuit pixelated Samus.
Or, you just beat the game in under an hour or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it was. So,
I think it was 3 hours. I don't
so
know.
it's just that's the problem. Is like people started like gradually putting like little bits of DLC, and you were like, oh, 99 cents for this new costume. Fuck it, I got a buck on me. Why not? Like shit like that. And then they were like, let's amp this up a bit. And now it's like, if you've watched The Completionist, for example, the last like 40 of his videos, like go back, watch him. It's like he gets to the end, everything done. And he's like, what do you get? Nothing. You get nothing. I said good day, sir. Thank you, Mr. Wonka. Like, it's just that. Back in the day, it was like, oh, you did all this super hard shit. Good for you. Here's a brand new, like, super secret character, super secret mode that you can play now. Here's Boss Rush or something cool like that. Not now.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
shit.
scratching your neck. Yo, you got any more of them extra levels? I got $20. Need more, man. Need more.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucked up.
I'm gonna get butthurt here. Are you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is level 37.
Oh, I thought you had like something to go.
No,
like I thought you were like,
we're
"Hey, I'm
done.
gonna say something. We're gonna get butthurt, and then we're done." I was like, "All right, I'm ready."
No, I'm just butthurt about DLC now.
Yeah, me too. Oh, it's good. In some cases.
That's all, fucks.
Thank you, Porky Pig. No, like Jukebox said, this was episode 37 of the Infinity Games podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was cool that you're here. It's not like I wanted you here or anything.
Sundere Jukebox Hero over here. I dig it.
It's gonna be like a new character. We're gonna like open up the next episode. Just be like,
I don't think I can deal with that for an hour and a half.
fuck a KelryxsKing.
God damn it, I'm leaving.
No.
Why are you leaving? Boner won't handle itself.
Yeah, we'll be back. Gotta take care of this.
Back. Okay. No, but seriously, peace out.
Everybody down to the dance floor. To the dance floor. Now everybody down to the dance floor. And now stop.
Gem Can.